So welcome students. In this question, you're given the equation mod of cos x plus sin x plus mod of cos x minus sin x is equal to 2 sin x. And x belongs to 0 to 2 pi. And you're asked to find the maximum integral value of x which satisfies this equation. Maximum integral value of x which satisfies this equation. First, let us try to analyze this equation. So on seeing this equation, do you remember any standard question that you have done already? So we know this is an equation involving moduluses. This is a very standard type of modulus question. So you have the theory which says that if mod p plus mod q is equal to mod of p plus q, this implies p comma q have same sign. So if p and q are numbers of same sign, then mod p plus mod q will be equal to mod of p plus q. Similarly, if mod of p plus mod of q is equal to mod of p minus q, that implies p comma q have opposite sign. So these are the statements that you have in theory of modulus functions. So mod of p, mod of some number plus mod of some other number is equal to mod of number plus number if both have same sign. If sum of mods is equal to the difference mod, then p and q should have opposite signs. This is very easy to check. Now, does this theory has some relation with this question? So first, does 2 sin x look like if you take sin x plus cos x as p and cos x minus sin x as q? So does this look like p minus q? So if you take p minus q, cos x and cos x will get cancelled. Sin x minus of minus sin x is 2 sin x. So does this have any similarity with this? Yes. So let us try to compare this with this equation. So first thing that you need to observe is, so on the LHS, this is mod of something, mod of something. That is, this is positive and this is positive. The LHS is always positive. So the RHS has to be positive if this equation has to be valid. Hence, 2 sin x has to be positive. That means you have a solution in only 0 to pi. You cannot have a solution from pi to 2 pi. Because between pi to 2 pi, this side is negative, this side is positive. You cannot have a solution. So x has to be in between 0 to pi. So let us get confirmation about this. Is this okay? Now let's go forward. So mod of cos x plus sin x plus mod of cos x minus sin x. So if you are analyzing in 0 to pi, then mod sin 2x is the same as 2 sin x. Okay, so this is equal to, so does this look like mod of cos x plus sin x minus of cos x minus sin x? Yes, right, because cos x and cos x gets cancelled. Sin x minus of minus sin x is 2 sin x is equal to mod of 2 sin x. So which case is being valid? Mod of something plus mod of something is equal to mod of something minus something. That is, this has to be valid. That means cos x plus sin x and cos x minus sin x should have opposite signs. So where will these have opposite signs? So let us plot the graph of cos x plus sin x and cos x minus sin x to find the interval where these expressions have opposite signs. So how do you analyze cos x plus sin x? This is nothing but, if you take by root 2 into root 2, is nothing but root 2 times sine of x plus pi by 4. Right? This is x plus pi by 4. So here also if you take root 2 into root 2, so this is nothing but root 2 times sine 45 cos x minus cos 45 sin x, that is sine of pi by 4 minus x. That is nothing but minus root 2 times sine of x minus pi by 4. So now let us draw the graphs of this function and this function, and let us see where these two expressions have opposite signs. So now let us try to draw the graphs of these functions. Y is equal to root 2 sin x plus pi by 4 and y is equal to root 2 sin pi by 4 minus x, or minus root 2 sine x minus pi by 4. So what you need to understand is these are functions, these are graphs very closely related to sine x, because sine x plus pi by 4 just means that the graph of sine x is moving backward by pi by 4 units, and multiplication by root 2 just means that the values of y are getting magnified root 2 times. So this graph looks like sine graph, that is a wave function. So now to draw this graph, the most easiest way is just plot different, you just calculate the values of y for different values of x. So let us draw a table. So when x is equal to 0, you put x is equal to 0, sine pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 into root 2 is 1. So y is equal to 1. When x is equal to pi by 4, sine pi by 4 plus pi by 4 is sine pi by 2, 1 into root 2 is root 2. So in this way, just plot, you just get the values of y for different values of x. So just plot this value, 0, 1 is this number, pi by 4, root 2 is this number, is this point, pi by 2, 1 is this point, 3 pi by 4, 0 is this point, pi, minus 1 is this point. Just join these two. You just join these points by a smooth curve. That will be the rough diagram of sine of x plus pi by 4 times root 2. Okay. And I'm not interested in the graph which lies after this, because initially I have argued that the solution will lie in the interval 0 to pi. It won't be after pi. Similarly, if you have the function y is equal to minus root 2 times sine of x minus pi by 4. So here also for different values of x, plot, get the values of y. 0, 1, that is this point, 0, 1, right? So if x is equal to 0, this is sine minus pi by 4 is minus 1 by root 2 into root 2 is 1. So it starts with the same point. And when x is equal to pi by 4 minus pi by 4 is 0. So y becomes 0, x is equal to pi by 2, y becomes minus 1, this and this. So if you join the graph, it looks something like this. So this is the graph. Now I want the points where these two graphs have opposite values, that is opposite signs. So let us see, between 0 and pi by 4. Between 0 and pi by 4, this graph is on the positive side of x-axis. This is also on the positive side of x-axis. That is, both are greater than 0, both are positive. They have the same sign. I don't want this. From pi by 4 to 3 pi by 4. From pi by 4 to 3 pi by 4, the first graph is above x-axis. That is, the first graph is positive. The sign of first graph is positive. The value of y is positive. And the value of y of the second curve is negative. That is, they are having opposite signs. And from 3 pi by 4 to pi, again, both have become negative. That means both have same signs. So now I want the interval where these two curves have opposite signs. So what is my answer? So my solution is x belongs to pi by 4, 3 pi by 4. So this is my solution. So now the question is, what is the maximum integral value of x? So if I convert this into numbers, that is, pi is 3.14, 3.14 by 4, that is 0.7, 28, and 34 is 85, 0.785, and 3 pi by 4 is 0.785 into 3, right? So 15, 1, 24, 25, 2, 21, 23. So x goes from 0.785 to 2.355. So what is the maximum integral value of x which satisfies this equation? 2 is the answer. That is, 2 is the answer. Thank you.